4 amazing boys. She has leadership roles throughout this entire community, not just Dallas, but the Fort Worth, Arlington, Hope, Greater Texas area, throughout the entire state. This lady is making a move and making a difference in the lives of so many people. And this is her hometown. So stand to your feet and give a big time Texas welcome to Kathy Brandon.
For the happy. Yeah. Who's ready for happy? Yeah. Everybody, I don't see hands. I want everybody's hands. I want 2 hands. We just got back from lunch. Yeah. We have to digest our food. The best way to digest food is what? Making some happy. Yes. My name is Kathy Brandon. And I want to say thank you for allowing me on this stage, and thank you so much for staying at this event long enough to learn about product development. Now, we've all talked about product development. Who here has talked about product development in the last 3 months? Products and services. You want clients to buy your stuff, right? Everybody concerned with that? Okay, great. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a new generation that's coming. We're going to talk about what products are smart to develop. There are a lot of products and services models out there that you can sell, that you can develop. But we need to start looking at a new conversation. So I want to take a few minutes and I want everybody to get into a zone. I want to take a minute and I want everybody to calm down. I want you to relax. And I want you to take your mind out of your business for just a moment. And I want you to think about yourself as that person who buys stuff. We all buy stuff. We're all the consumer. What's important for us is to never lose sight of the consumer. One of the things that has irritated everyone who has ever worked with me is I am a consumer advocate. I am a consumer advocate. I will tell you what your consumer says. I will tell you what your consumer wants, whether you want to hear it or not. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to open up a new conversation. I'm going to open up a new paradigm for your minds to sit in. And what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about why should we think about product development, right? Why should we really take our time? Well, there are only a few reasons why we want to talk about product development today and the way the consumer is buying. The first one is we have so many options out there available to buy stuff. This time, right now in history, we have more opportunities to buy than any other time in history. We see it on the TV. We can download stuff, we can buy anything we want ad nauseum. The second thing is we have a shorter product development cycle. Any Joe Blow who has an idea can go in their garage and create something, put it out to market. It's easier to bring new products to market. Easier, much, much easier to bring new products to market. It's also tougher to stand out in the crowd. If it's easier to bring products to the market, it's going to be tougher for you to stand out. And the reason being is not because you're not amazing. It's because there are too many people Anyone can put a product out to market. Here's the last one. And I want everybody to pay attention. Come on in from the back. Come on in and have a seat. We have educated our consumer. Let me be very clear. I want everybody's attention. Everybody look up here, please. You do not have to write this down because you will remember this for the rest of your life. We have educated our consumer. We created the problem. We have been giving our consumer information about our products for so long. We created this. We give so much stuff away for free that guess what we have taught the consumer how to do? Get fixed before they buy. Yeah. Anybody dealt with that in the closing cycle? Oops. Everybody has. Whether people are raising their hand in this room or not, everyone has suffered with that, whether you realize it or not. Our consumer has changed. We've changed that consumer. We give them oodles and oodles of information, and then we ask them to buy. All in the name of good marketing. But at the end of the day, what we're really doing is we're cutting ourselves off. Because the consumer knows that it's a process. When we started giving away free, the consumer didn't realize they were so excited because they didn't get anything for free. We started giving away stuff for free, our consumer was like, oh, I love them, I trust them. It worked, it was a marketing strategy. Give away free, you will build trust. Now, we're giving away free, and we're giving away our profits. Because why? Too many options. Easier product development cycle. Easy to go to market. Lots of people are out there. We have to be smarter, we have to be quicker, and we have to be in tune with our consumer. Now, why do I know this? Why am I passionate about this? I have been in the public speaking market my entire life. I'm a minister's daughter, so I learned how to peddle God at a very young age. That's the hardest sale known to man. God is hard to sell. Yeah, he's hard to sell. Now, if we're smart about sales, we know that the real successful salespeople, they create a curiosity. They create a need. They create a desire to listen. We're not doing that anymore. What we're doing is we're spending $10,000 to go to workshops to find out somebody else's model. I'm not here to diminish anybody else's way of doing business. What I am here to do is I'm here to wake you up to the possibility of you can use a framework, but you have to customize. And you have to know your consumer. When I learned how to peddle God as a minister's daughter, one thing I did realize, and I would always give my dad feedback, I would give everyone feedback. I would always talk about how the consumer felt. Well, I ended up landing myself at Microsoft as I grew up. For the first 6 months, I didn't even know why they hired me. I didn't know anything about computers. I knew that I would go into work, and I would work every day, and then I would have to go home at night, and I would have to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning so that I was not the dumbest box of rocks in my department. Now, I'm a pretty smart girl, but that didn't stop me from having to work triple hard to stay inside those rooms. Now, what Microsoft recognized about me, I thought I was just being a pain in the rear end. What Microsoft recognized is that I understand the voice of the consumer. When I was at Microsoft, I learned a skill set that I have, that I can look at large amounts of data, and it tells me a story. I can look in this room, and I can spend 2 days with you, and you guys tell me a story. Because you are who I am here to serve. I'm not here to serve 300,000 people. I'm here to serve you in your life right now. And that's what we forget about as we get older, when we get more mature in our business. We forget who that one person is that we are here to serve. Because we start talking about the masses. So guess what we have to do today? And guess what we're going to do is we're going into a framework where we know our consumer. Do you truly know how your consumer is learning and growing? Do you know that information? How many people have done target market exercises inside building your business? Raise your hand. Come on. I know you have. I know you have. Who has a business right now that hasn't sat there and identified who you're selling to? Anybody have a business that haven't identified who you're selling to? Okay, then I want everybody's hand raised when they tell me they've done target market work, because you have. Raise your hand. Every single person. I will come down there and raise your hand for you. This is participation. I am a needy speaker. Needy. I need participation. You will remember this information if you participate right now, right here in this moment. Your life will be changed if you decide right now that you are going to get in touch with your consumer. And what that means is pay attention. Not being bossy, I'm just being real. We have 30 minutes together, and it's my job to change your mind about your consumer. That is my job for you today. We don't understand how they're living. We need to understand how they're learning. If you're going after a mommy market, I'm going to tell you right now, do not sell CDs. That's right. I know everybody's telling you to put that box CD set together if you're a speaker or you're an information person. But the bottom line of it is that moms don't listen to CDs. I'm a mom. I haven't listened to a CD in 10 years. My twins are 8. Now, I might listen to a CD in about 10 years. Right now, you better put it on my phone if you want me to consume it. How is your consumer growing and learning? Know this information. How are they medicating their problems? I'm going to give you guys a minute to think about that. Everybody medicates. I don't care who you are. I don't care how healthy you are. I don't care how godly you are. Everybody medicates. If you do not understand how your consumer medicates their problems, their pain, you're going to lose touch with viable partners that you can do business with. Some of the best referral partners I have are the people that alleviate the pain of my consumer. Beer manufacturers, wine vendors, food vendors, churches. Everybody medicates. Know what your consumer is medicating on. The reason you want to know why your consumer is medicating is because you can partner with those vendors. You want to always partner with people who are serving your exact same target market in a totally different way. Do not miss out on your local beer vendor. Do not lose out on your Monavie rep. They are gold for you. Who is your consumer's role model? Is that part of your target market work that you guys are doing? Is it? Because if you do not know who is influencing your consumer, you're missing an enormous amount of business. Are they following Oprah? Or are they following Dr. Oz? Or both? The reason I say that is you need to know. When somebody's making a buying decision, do they have to stop and call their mom? Do they have to stop and call their wife? That's usually when I have to stop and call my husband and make sure I can sell to them. Right? Everybody's heard that? Look at who's influencing your consumer. Globally, who is influencing them? Who is feeding them information? Who is teaching them? Because that is who is going to be inside your programs and products and your service with your consumer. They will share that consumer with you. If you do not know who's influencing them, how are you going to know how to influence them? We want to know the buying cycles of your consumer. And what that means is understand what time of year they are open to buy. I promise you that right before school, moms are not open to buy anything self-development wise unless it is how do I get my kids in school quicker. Because that's what they want to do. We love our kids, but we can't wait for them to go back to school. So if you're going to tie your products and services and you're going after a mommy market, you should not launch something in August unless it's tied into school supplies. But if you understand the buying cycles of your consumer, if you are dealing with an intangible product, if you're selling forgiveness, if you're selling God, if you're selling happy, if you're selling marriage, guess what time of year is good for your consumer to buy? Certainly not Christmas. It's not Valentine's Day. They've already made their buying decision by Valentine's Day. We have to influence the consumer before the madness starts, or catch them after the madness has happened. We have to anticipate what is going on with our consumer. It is not enough to go out there and just look at data and go ask your friends, oh, I want to go after the small business market. The small business market is huge. Who in that small business market do you want to call out to? Who? Who do you want? We need to know that. And we need to know exactly what are their emotional holidays. What are the emotional holidays for a small business owner? Guess what? Somebody with 2 to 5 employees, and thank you for 6 years at a CPA firm that I understand this information. Small business owner's buying cycle is typically not going to be in April. Why? Right. It's not going to be in June either. But what you can do is you can ease your buying cycle by adding promos to make it easy. If you're going after the CPA market, you know you cannot market to them in April because they're too busy and they don't want to talk to you. Come at them before. Get there before and then add an incentive so that they work with you during. You have to understand your consumer. You have to understand them on a deep, personal level. Or else you cannot anticipate their needs. You're going to come out to market with the same old, and you're not going to stand out. We need to rethink what we're offering. We need to really rethink how detailed and how intimate do we understand our consumer. Because what we're doing is we're going out there and we're building models that don't work. And then we're blaming our gurus because their model didn't work. Well, no, it's not the fact that their model didn't work. It's the fact that we didn't do our homework about who we want to serve. Every single person that starts a business, there is one person that made you have that inspiration. One person. That's who you need to serve. And you need to serve them well. And once you've gotten to the point where you are exceptional at serving that one type of person, then you can move along. But part of the problem with today's world is we're in too much of a hurry. We want world domination as quick as possible. World domination. That's right. We all want it. Nobody wants to admit it. Now, in closing, what I want to talk to you guys about today is I want to leave you with 3 things. Everybody grab your pen. Let me see your pen. You want to write down these 3 things. The first thing you want to understand is you want to understand exactly who your client is. And what that means is you need to understand one person who represents your client. Number 2, you need to understand how your consumer medicates. What are they spending their money on to make them feel good? Those are your partners. Whoever your consumer is spending money on to feel good, they will always have your consumer's money. Third thing, you need to understand your buying cycles. If you do not understand when your consumer is buying, then you cannot run your company. It's as simple as that. How many of you guys today have learned something in the last 30 minutes that you didn't know, you didn't think, or you weren't approaching in this direction? Raise your hand. Awesome. My name is Kathy Brandon. I will be here for the rest of the afternoon. If you guys want to talk to me, I am going to do coaching sessions, so I would love to chat with you a little bit about your consumer and exactly why you are unique in your life. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.